People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Now, people, you know that this is December, festive season. Offices, commercial places, they are having their party, celebrating a year of success. However, those persons, they are free. They have the choice to do whatever they so choose. In our penal institution, meaning big yard prison, it seems as if they are doing quite the same. However, those persons are supposed to be locked up, confined. A lot of the things that we in the free world are supposed to enjoy, they are not supposed to be enjoying it. Based on 2 videos that I've seen, one video, a prison party at GP, which is Tower Street. The next one, a prison party at the St. Catherine Adult Remand Center that are in a Spanish town. Somebody keep some sort of birthday party. Those persons are persons that are locked up for very serious crimes. We've heard all sorts of talk, seems like is a 9-day talk, about amendment to the Correctional Act, meaning that they are going to clamp down on these criminal elements. We've heard all sorts of talk saying that they are building some sorts of new prison with all sorts of technological stuff for black people from using all sorts of contraband, meaning cell phones. Cell phone blockers are going to be implemented in these new prisons. We've heard all sorts of stuff with all sorts of hits, all sorts of done, all sorts of gunman, a plan, a plot, a conspire, all sorts of PRISONMURDERS. And people, lately, these 2 videos cannot verify or validate what this was taken. However, we've heard Matthew Samoda on several occasions saying that he is going to clamp down, he is going to put down his foot. However, the more things change is the more they seem to remain the same, because persons are still sending out hits from behind those prison walls. Persons are still partying. Now, people, we've seen several videos. However, this one is the most blatant. This one, there are 2 sound systems pretty much string up. They are clashing against each other. There is all sorts of noise, and even worse, there's a flyer that is out there of one of those persons promoting his party on social media. I am assuming the poster is there for persons to see. So I have to ask the question, who are his clients? Who is he promoting this stuff? Because pretty much these persons are locked up. These persons can't leave. So therefore, if a party are keep, the party has to be in the close proximity of the prison, behind those prison walls. There was loud noise playing in most of these videos, and people, I am not going to play the video because of the fact that whenever YouTube system hear any sorts of loud noise with that Jamaican accent, pretty much that video is not going to be monetized. So when we hear Mr. Matthew Samoda and the relevant authority speaking about all the stuff that they're doing and this new Correction Act amended, you have to ask the question, when are they going to amend it? When was it amended? Did we see any changes for the better? Or is it just the same, just like yesterday, just like in the past? We have to also ask the question, who is running these institutions? Who are these wardens? Are these wardens on some sorts of vacation? Are these wardens deaf? Or are these wardens blind by the money in which they are getting? Because people, obviously, if some sort of music are play, there is some sort of clash, there is some sort of NSA being served, people are jump up and down and a prance like frog in the institution. Somebody somewhere must have heard, or pretty much they turn a blind eye and deaf ears because of monetary gain. Corruption, corruption, corruption. So people, me just say, no matter how you hear the head of the stream, the top man them attack, it is the persons whose responsibility it is, whose job it is to make sure that these things are enforced or reinforced, or else it is just going to happen. But as long as you have corrupted officials, corrupted wardens, corrupted correctional officers working, they are going to turn a blind eye. Them are going to turn a deaf ears. Anything is as it was before. The more that things change is the more that it remains the same or even get worse. Welcome to Jamrock, point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, there's a video making its round on social media. And in this video we see a perfect example of a perfect hit. There's a red or maroon motor vehicle, Jeep. Then there's a black motor vehicle, a car or a hatchback. They are rolling down the street together, and apparently the people in the black car have some sorts of AK-47 or M16. They spray the maroon vehicle. Those occupants of that car obviously got hit. They lost control. Them end up in some sorts of wall, some sorts of pole, and some sorts of corner. The occupant or one of the occupants of that black vehicle then runs out of his vehicle, runs to the maroon vehicle where crash and start to pepper it. Spray it with X amount. He pretty much emptied the clip through the front windshield. He then opens the door to the driver's side, wheel and pop off him tool and empty that tool also in that person. When we see stuff like this, we have to ask the question, where this person or that man or woman could have done for somebody to take them out just like that. Here is a very disturbing thing. A lot of times you see any sorts of hit contract KILLING, the person that is performing this HIT, he does not know this person from Adam or Eve. Him just gets some sort of money, and once he gets paid, he has to perform the act, because sometimes the people them will send out the act, and the people that do the act, they never converse. It is the middleman that pretty much get the money, and then he pays out a part while he takes the lion's share for himself. So the person going on the apps or going on the act, him no know this person, if this person good, bad, ugly or indifferent. All him know, him get a picture, him get a location, him get where that person hang out, him get what type of vehicle that person drives, and then whenever him see that vehicle, he is going to assume, if him now have a picture, say, yeah, at the target that. Moral of the story is this: be very careful the people that you conduct yourself with. Be very careful of the friends that you keep. Be very careful about the family members that you have. If you live at Jamaica or you live overseas, that family member that you knew 10 years before you left or 20 years before you left and go foreign, that was a little boy, 2, 3, 4-year-old and innocent. That innocent boy can get corrupted in those 10 or 20 or 15 years. So therefore, If somebody want to get you out, whether a family or friend or foe, him not really give a DAMN. If them want your property, your house, if you give them your money, if you go bank, and them know say you come back, and them not have your money in the bank because them get it and squander it out. Them are going to take you out because them no want to hear you talk. Them can't face the reality that you are going to tell them what a piece of shit they are. So therefore, they would rather to make a bad situation even worse at the expense of your life. So people, me no know if a Jamaica this, however, it look kind of Jamaican-ish. And if it is not, the same thing applies coming to a theater near you or have been in a theater near you. Point blank and period. Now people, there's a thing that is called karma has no expiration dates. It seems as if the same can be said about criminal elements in a Jamaica. Them can young, them can middle age, them can old. Once they are a thief, it seems as if them not gonna stop unless somebody stop them in a them track. Look at your screen, there's a picture of a man. He is sitting down on the ground. Somebody tie up him hand behind him. This man is accused of scamming, shamming, thieving from at least 50 people in a St. Thomas and all other country area. He claims that he is from Seaview Gardens. What he does, he takes stuff from the iglas, from the farmers, him take livestock, him take goats. Anything that you're selling, he comes to you and he talks. He looks like a big man, an elder. So therefore, persons are going to be caught off guard. He takes your stuff and he promises, yeah man, give me a week, give me 2 weeks. I am going to come back with your money. You say you want 50,000, I have a man where going to give me X amount of money. I'm going to give you 60,000. I am going to give you more than you require or need or ask. People, if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. Don't look at a person because he is old, because he looks innocent, and think that he is not a thief. You cannot look at a person's face and read what is in their heart, what is their intention. And this works because people understand that business is very competitive. Business tough out there. So therefore, any little link that you have that you can get rid of your merchandise so it don't spoil, or that you can make more profits, that is what persons are going to do. They give out their stuff on consignment to people that they know or people that they think they know or people look like they are not a crook. Look at this man's face. You would not tell that he is a criminal. And the sad thing about the situation is that it is not an isolated incident. You don't have just one and two old thief, young thief. Most persons that you're going to meet in life, they are so desperate. They are desperate because they are ill prepared. However, what they would rather to do is make you ball than them ball. If they can pay their bills at your expense, that is exactly what they are going to do. So people, whenever you see people and people that take all sorts of drastic actions against these people, young or old, sometimes you have to just turn your head, even though it sounds kind of extreme, but you don't know what these persons have been doing in their day-to-day lives. You don't know who they've been crossing, whether they look innocent or them look like stark thief. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, whenever you are rising in life, there's always going to be a set of vipers that see your potential, realize that your ceiling is in the stratosphere. When they look at themselves because of their insecurity, because of their hate, they realize that persons appreciate them for who they pretend to be, which is not who they actually are. For them to feel as if they are up, they are going to do everything within their means to bring you down. Point blank and period.